So we have one prefix expression here. So in postfix evaluation, what we were doing, we were traversing. I'll take the pen. We were traversing from left to right in the postfix expression, and what we were doing, we were simply when we were encountering any operand, we were putting it into the stack, and on getting any operator, we just compute the operation. Like if we get plus, we pop out two elements and that compute a plus b, then put it into the stack. Similarly, we will do it same over here, but here we will traverse from right to left. Similarly, like there is one trick to understand. Sometimes what happens, we just mug up things that it is prefix. So what I will do, it will either left to right or right to left. Simple. Like if we have the operator, okay, the operators are towards, the more operator are towards the left hand side, then we will move from right to left, and vice versa. If the, like for example here, we have the operators, the most of the operators are towards this left hand side, so we will move from right to left. Okay, so I'll okay, one second. So I'll make a stack and quickly explain the evaluation, how we evaluate this. So what we do is we create a stack moving from right to left. We push 3 again. Okay? We push 3, then we push 4. Then again we encounter this 8. We push 8 into the stack. We push 8 into the stack. Then we encounter division. Okay. Then on encountering division, what we were doing in the postfix expression, like if I pop out two elements, the elements would be 8 and 4. In in postfix expression, we were making the first popped out element as the second element, but here we do it like opposite. When we pop out the first element, it would be 8, right? We would say that 8 is the first operand, okay, here in prefix, and so the second popped out element would be 4. Okay, now 4 would be the second operand. Now we will just like we have division, so we will do like 8 by 4, we'll get 2. Now we'll remove this 2. Now then the stack we have 3, then we push 2. On doing 8 divided by 4, we get 2. We push 2 over here, then we get minus sign. Then again we pop out two elements, that is we have now 2 and 3 in the stack. I will do a equals to 2. The first popped out element is the first operand, yes. Then the second would be 3. Then we have minus sign, that is 2 minus 3. We get minus 1. I'll push it into the stack. Okay. Then I'll get 6. I get 6 over here. I push 6. Okay. Then I get 5. Similarly, I'll proceed. Okay. I'll not explain it like in depth because we have already done postfix expression. Okay. Now I'll quickly jump on to the coding part. Okay. I hope it is clear till now, because there's nothing new over here. Simply the concept is that we are moving from right to left. In the postfix, what we were doing, we were traversing from left to right, and we were simply when we were popping out of the stack, we were taking the first popped out element as the second operand. But here we traverse from right to left and take the first popped out element as the first element. Okay, I'll write the code quickly. Okay, is my compiler visible? I hope it is. Okay, so I'll write the code. I have the same expression over here, prefix expression. Okay, what I'll do, simply I'll write the code. I'll traverse from right to left. Okay, I'll do as str dot length minus 1, I equals to less than greater than equal to 0, I minus 1. Okay, before that I'll initialize the stack of what data type? Stack of integer data type, because I'm evaluating the expression. Okay, now I'll do what? I'll store the particular character in a variable called char ch str dot char out char type. Simply, what I'll do, the code for this is simply just copy paste, nothing. I'll write this one statement, then I'll copy for every statement. If I encounter plus operator, if ch equals to plus, what I will do, I would simply pop out two elements. As I said, the first popped out element will be the first element. So I'll write it as a. A equals to s dot pop. Okay, good. Again, int b equals to s dot pop. Then again, I would since it is a plus operation, I would do simply a plus b and push it again into the stack. Then for the next, else if I have what? If I have minus character, then I'll simply copy paste the above code, and instead of plus, I'll replace it with minus. Okay. Then again for plus minus, then multiplication. If I have multiplication, again, sorry, I'll copy paste it. Instead of plus, I'll do multiplication. Then for division, if ch equals to what? Division, I'll copy paste the code. Okay. I'll replace the plus with division. Now left what? The operand. If I encounter any operand, else do what? S dot push. Okay. S dot push cs minus 0. Okay. So that is how we evaluate this expression. I'm very sorry, I just wrote the code very quickly. I couldn't explain each and every point, but I hope it is clear because as we have already done the postfix evaluation, so it is simply I'm traversing from right to left. We can see over here. Okay. Now, if I'm checking, I'm in a condition statements. I'm checking what particular character it is. If it is a plus, I pop out two elements, perform the operation, push it into the stack. Then if it is minus, again minus, then again I'm popping out two elements, doing that operation, pushing into the stack. Similarly for division, multiplication. Then what if I encounter any elements like one to like any numeric uh, characters, I simply push it into the stack, but the numeric value. That is why I wrote ch minus 0. Instead of that, someone asked, can we do integer dot parseInt? Yes, we can do. How? We can do it like this: integer dot parseInt. But what? But actually, ch is character. Then how can it be a string? It can be string. We can write string dot string dot value of string dot value of ch. We can do, but this is a why to write this much long code? Instead, we can simply do ch minus 0. But this is one of the way we can also do it like this. And simply when I do it as dot pop, that is the last element left into in the stack would be at the final answer. Okay. Now I'll run this code. You can get 29. 29 is the correct answer. Okay.